so much pressure on him for this fight. He's fighting a mouthy British guy that's, you know, a lot of people don't think deserves a shot. Yet there's, you know, the highly likely possibility that I'm going to hit him at some point and it's going to hurt him. You never watch GSP and think, oh, you know, someone's going to get really beaten up. I don't think he gets the same kind of enjoyment out of it that I do. And I think that'll play a factor in the fight. I don't think he's got the kind of spirit that I've got, the kind of heart. I'm sure GSP considers himself as the alpha male, but, you know, March 27th comes around and I'm beating the fake tan off him. He might be changing his mind. If he thinks he's going to be able to take me down and just submit me, and I'm gonna accept the fact that he's caught me in a good position and I'm done, he's very mistaken. At the time when he's got my arm in a position where it might snap, I'm thinking how I'm going to hit him in the face next. You know, this 25 minutes with GSP will be the last 25 minutes of my life, and only when I start thinking about the rest of my life when I've gotten past it. The position I want to be is at the top of the tree, looking down on everybody else and saying, I'm better than you, and you know I'm better than you, and you've got to respect me for that.
Late night in NYC, and the welterweight champion of the world has arrived.
Check these up top murderers, snowy in the bezel as the cloud merges. FBI trying one word with this kid who pooped out, bust a shot up in the beacon. Catch me in the corner not speaking.
In the past 2 years, George St. Pierre has evolved into an unstoppable UFC force. Victorious in 5 straight title fights. With decisive wins over such fighters as BJ Penn and Thiago Alves, GSP is now widely considered to be the world's best pound-for-pound fighter.
Who can stop that man?
In preparation for his latest title defense, St. Pierre has journeyed to New York City for a week of specialized training.
It's hard to become champion, but it's even harder to stay champion. When you train in an environment where you're the best, you don't become better, you don't improve. I need to stay hungry. I went in New York for the first time when I was 22 years old. At the time I couldn't speak English. I didn't have a lot of money, I was a little bit poor. And I decided to train at Renzo Gracie Academy. I got my ass kicked so bad that at one point I was so discouraged that I wanted to let everything go. But I kept going there because I always believed in the bottom of my heart that it was going to make me a better fighter, and one day I would be able to gain from that.
While St. Pierre has been studying Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu at the Gracie Academy for over 7 years, this camp marks his first opportunity to train with the master himself.
Enzo is training for his upcoming fight against Matt Hughes, and I'm training for my fight against Dan Hardy. Nice. For the training, he probably doesn't know that, but I was shaking. This guy is like an idol of mine, you know? It's like this legend, you know, of mixed martial art.
One of the best things about working out with George now is he broke the barrier of a beginner. He's in an expert level now. When you grapple, don't think about hitting at all. Think about control. Always breathe strong all over your shoulder, yes. It's impossible to become a champion without getting your butt kicked, you know? You can't have the experience if you don't go through that. You know, like the Bruce Lee days are gone, my friend. It's not a movie. This is reality. You have to walk in there and fight.
Good training. Thank you very much.
Getting better every day.
Downtown at the Watt, the surroundings are serene. But the hard lessons continue under the tutelage of Muay Thai coach Phil Nurse.
Hardy's
main asset is striking. So we need to make sure that there's no advantage for him whatsoever. And Phil's the man to do that.
Hardy's got a chance of a lifetime to fight George right now. I'm trying to cover all bases for what he brings to the table because, you know, one punch can finish everything.
GSP is acutely aware of a puncher's chance. 3 years ago, he defended his title against heavy underdog Matt Serra and learned the hardest lesson of his career.
I'm in the same situation that I was when I lost to Matt Serra, and this thing is still in my mind. I will never take the fact that I'm welterweight champion for granted. I learned my mistake in the past. No matter how great I do, no matter how people tell me how great I am, I'm always at one mistake to lose everything.
Monday morning, and George St. Pierre is back home in Montreal to begin a new week of training.
What happened to Matt Serra, I never want that happen again to me. Dan Hardy is hungry. Of course he is. But it won't be enough. You need to have the skill and the knowledge to back it up.
The truth of the matter is the up-and-comer is more hungry than the champion, but it's all about the preparation for the fight. Yeah, hunger goes a long way, but not as far as preparation. And I guarantee you one thing, nobody's going to be more prepared on that night than GSP. Nobody.
Not only are all GSP's fans underestimating me, but GSP's doing it as well. He's going to be in for a huge shock when he realises he's only human and he can lose the fight and he can lose his belt and his whole legacy is going to fall down with him.
I wish Dan Hardy would have come up with some original material, because so far all the guys that have fought in the past, they come up with the same song. George is gonna break, never fought a guy as tough as me. He's not a fighter, he's just a good athlete. That's fine. We'll see what's gonna happen.
George was on the mind quite a lot during the trip. It's nice to come over to Jersey and get settled before the fight starts. You know, 3 weeks out, I can settle here, I can get a feel for the place, and now it's just about focusing on the fight, and nothing else comes into your mind this close to the fight.
A last-minute change of plans has left Team Hardy in search of a gym. An apparent setback has now unexpectedly added a new weapon to their arsenal.
I've been fortunate enough to find a place that's going to give me an advantage in this fight. I've got a guy that's going to help me out. He's got a bit of inside information that's really going to help my game.
There's going to be some useful information I'm going to pick up. You know, the guy's got a lot of knowledge and a lot of experience in this particular field. All I'm thinking about is him. All I'm thinking about is taking his belt. I go in there and I beat guys up, and then it messes with the rest of the career. I think he's expected to go in there, win the fight, and step out, and the rest of his life's going to carry on like it was before, but it's not. This is a life-changing fight for him, and I'm going to make sure of it. You're right. We're about 10 minutes away. Are you going to be at the gym when we get there? All right, cool. All right, well, I'll see you in about 10 minutes, man. All right, thanks. Bye.